Hey guys, I'm back with part 2. This is 10 things that I think everyone who is pre-op or considering weight loss surgery should know. I went through number 1 to 5 in the first video, which is will be linked below in the description. I should say I went through 10 to 6 because we're now doing 5 to 1. So I'll just get right into it. Number 5, you will drastically need to alter the way that you eat. You need to be willing to make changes. Weight loss and maintenance are different. Okay, that's like a 3-part thing, but I'm trying to be sort of correct on this one, okay? But I know that I see too many people who are unwilling to make change, who are struggling on this journey, okay? Too many. You need to understand this is a lifetime change. This isn't a diet. It's not for a few weeks or a few months or a few years. This is forever. You have to change your eating habits forever. And by change your eating habits, I mean literally stop eating junk. Start eating, I won't say eat clean, but eat cleaner. Less processed foods, less carbs, less of all that stuff. Will you lose weight at the beginning if you still eat Taco Bell and you still eat McDonald's and you still eat whatever? You will. Because you can't fit in enough to, get the number of calories that you would need to gain weight. If you don't stop eating those things, will you be able to maintain your weight loss? Highly unlikely. All right? Straight up truth. Give up soda. Give up McDonald's. Give up Taco Bell. Give up Cheetos. You need to give up all those things. Someone who tells you different is a liar. Straight up. Okay? You will not be successful. There's a difference between losing weight and being successful on this journey. I'll tell you that right now. And you will not be successful if you do not change your eating habits. If you continue to eat the way you ate before, you can't expect there to be a real change. Okay? You have to be willing to make that change. Is it easy? No. Is it necessary? Yes. There are always going to be people who claim they lost 100 pounds or 200 pounds or whatever it is, and they still ate Popeye's chicken, or they still had Slurpees from 7-Eleven, or whatever the hell it is, okay? That's not the majority of people. As I've said before, all you need to do is go on YouTube, find people who have been successful on their weight loss journey, really successful, and look at what they do. And I guarantee they don't do that, okay? So this isn't about my opinion. This is about fact and reality. You need to change your eating habits, or it's just not going to work. It's not going to work on a long-term basis, and you'll find yourself back where you started, and no one wants to go there. Weight loss and maintenance are different too. And when people say things like, you'll never be able to eat the stuff you want again or whatever, understand that I'm not saying you'll never be able to eat at McDonald's again. You'll never be able to have fried chicken again. You will not be able to eat those things on a consistent basis. There's always going to be exceptions, right? There's always going to be times when you don't have a choice or you're treating yourself, whatever. Okay? Not on a consistent basis, but there really isn't anything you won't be able to eat. Most people after a certain point can pretty much eat whatever they want. It doesn't mean that they should eat whatever they want, but it means that they can. Sometimes you just have to modify something so that you can have, something that you really like or that you really want. Sometimes you have to make sacrifices during that weight loss period until you get to maintenance. Okay, weight loss and maintenance are like 2 totally different things. So you may find yourself having to make the decision that although you really like, whatever the food is, you are not going to have that until maintenance, okay, until the weight loss phase is over. Because for most people, they want to maximize their tool and the amount of time when the tool works as effectively as possible. Different surgeries are different, but you'll find that most people say there is a honeymoon period or there's a time when the surgery is going to work best for you, so you need to try and at least stay away from certain things during that time. It doesn't mean that you won't be able to have the stuff that you like forever, okay? I'm still only 6.5 months out. I really don't feel deprived at this point, so you will still have things that you like, but you need to be willing to make change on an everyday basis. This isn't about perfection. It's about consistency, okay? That one, piece of KFC is not going to derail your whole plan, but it will if it's on a constant basis. Number 4. Yes, you need to prepare yourself before surgery, physically and mentally. You need to be ready and understand what life is like after surgery. This is part of that. Watching YouTube videos, preparing yourself. I don't think that anyone can tell you whether you are ready or not for surgery. But I do think there are people out there that have surgery and maybe the timing isn't quite right. If you aren't willing to make the changes that I talked about, then maybe the timing isn't right for you yet. Okay? I think everyone gets to the point where they realize this is my last chance. For most people, weight loss surgery is kind of their last ditch effort. Again, I've said in other videos, it wasn't for me, but for a lot of people it is. I didn't have a breaking point like a lot of people do. I didn't have one thing that suddenly made me say, I need to do something about this. But still, I'm extremely committed to this journey, and that's what's required. I read a really great quote about change, and I need to find it here. Let's see. Too many people want change without having to make changes. In order to move up, there's some things you must be willing to give up. I think VSG Tanya posted that on YouTube, or sorry, on Facebook, and that couldn't be more true of this journey. Okay? You need to give things up. And you need to be ready. And that doesn't just mean physically ready. It means mentally ready, because that is really the hardest part of this journey. So you definitely need to do your self-analysis and self-reflection. It might mean talking to a counselor, a therapist, trying to get your mind right. Okay? Because for a lot of people, the mental part is where the breakdowns start occurring. That's when they fall off the wagon. It's not physical issues that make you put food in your mouth for most people. For a lot of people, they're emotional issues. And that's stuff that you do want to at least address or uncover or understand before you have surgery. Number 3, you will still be hungry after you have weight loss surgery. People who say, I had weight loss surgery and I'm not hungry anymore, are people who are very soon out from surgery. For most people, their hunger is going to return at some point. For me, it took about 6 months. And I'm nowhere near as hungry as I used to be, but it does come back. And whether it's head hunger, so just mental, or whether it's physical hunger, you will be hungry. Okay? This is not a magic pill that suddenly makes you not be hungry anymore and not want to eat. You're still going to want to eat. You're still going to want to eat things that you shouldn't. You're still going to be tempted. You still need to have a strong will. You can fail really easily if you allow yourself to. So just don't do it. Don't allow yourself. Okay? Being hungry is not an emergency. And I've heard other people say that before, and that's honestly, I live by that. Being hungry isn't an emergency. You are not going to die from being hungry, okay? Your body will tell you when you really need to eat. But hunger, it's not going to cause any major health issues in your life. So it's about the mental issues, okay? Can you get over it mentally? But if you hear people say, if you have weight loss surgery, you're never going to be hungry again, they're lying to you. You are going to be hungry, and you need to understand that that's something you're going to have to deal with. Number 2, this one is really important. Weight loss surgery is not going to automatically solve your problems. It's not going to fix your emotional issues. It won't give you a great body or fix your body image. You need to deal with your issues and learn to love yourself before surgery. Okay, this is really important. I know that there are people out there who have surgery, and it's mostly for vanity. It's not really about health. That's okay. I don't judge, to be honest, okay? People do things for vanity all the time. And I don't even want to call it vanity. I mean, the way you look is tied into your self-worth. It's just like having plastic surgery or anything like that. So I don't really care why you want to have plastic surgery, or why you want to have weight loss surgery. But what I will say is that if you think having plastic surgery is going to give you this rockin' body, think again. Unless you only have a fairly small weight to lose, or you are very, very young or extremely lucky, you are not going to have the perfect body just from weight loss surgery. Okay? You're going to have excess skin. You're going to lose in weird places and not lose in others. Your body may be a totally different shape than you expected it to be. I don't know anyone who's had weight loss surgery and gone on to be a supermodel. Okay? So you need to be aware that weight loss surgery can cause more body issues than you had before. I know that for myself, I feel better now in clothes, but when I look at myself naked or I have to wear a bathing suit, I felt better at 460 pounds about myself, because I hate looking at my sagging skin and, my thinning hair and all that stuff. It's something that's difficult to deal with. Body image issues aren't going to go away. They might change, they may be different, but you're still going to have them. So you need to understand that weight loss surgery is not a cure-all for you to suddenly turn into this, I typically beautiful person, because I think we're all beautiful in our own way. But if you think you're going to look like a Vogue model, you probably have to think again. The more important part of this is that weight loss surgery is not going to fix your emotional problems. It really isn't. I know so many of us who grew up overweight or who have lived overweight think, if I only could lose weight, if I woke up tomorrow and I was skinny, all my problems would be solved. People would treat me differently. I would get that job. I would feel more confident about myself, and therefore my life would change. And you know, for some people that does happen. For some people, after surgery, they do gain confidence. It does change the way people treat them. They do become more successful. But there are just as many people for whom that doesn't happen, because the surgery itself isn't going to make those things happen. It's the changes that happen to you, the work that you do mentally and emotionally, that makes those changes happen. So you can't sit back and wait for surgery to change your life. It will change your life, but it may not change it in the ways that you're expecting. So that's, I think, it's number 2, but in some ways it's the most important thing, is weight loss surgery is not a cure-all. It's not going to fix everything. Number 1, and I had to make this number 1 because it's a pet peeve of mine, but weight loss surgery is not easy. Okay, if you've just listened to my whole list and you still think that weight loss surgery is the easy way to lose weight, I can't help you. It really isn't. With weight loss surgery, you basically need to do the same thing that everyone else is doing to lose weight. Eat less, move your body more, watch what you put in your mouth. It's not just about the number of calories you eat, but about the types of things that you're eating. That's a trap that I think a lot of people fall into. Oh, if I'm only eating 800 calories, it doesn't matter what I eat. Wrong. It's not easy. It's not easy from a literal eating and food point of view. It's not easy at all from a mental and emotional point of view. The after effects of weight loss surgery are not easy to deal with, whether that's body image issues, relationship issues, issues of self-identity, self-worth, all that stuff. It's not easy. The physical changes to your body, the side effects to your health. There are lots of amazing, wonderful things about being a weight loss surgery patient. But it's not all unicorns farting rainbows. I wish that it was. I wish I could make a video and say, if you are considering weight loss surgery, it is the best thing you could ever do. You're just going to wake up and you're just going to be melting every day and it's going to be fantastic. There are days when it is like that. Okay? Being truthful. There are days when it is like that. There are days when I feel like I'm on top of the world. This morning, I got on the scale, and after 6.5 months, I lost 3 pounds in one day. How? I have no idea. Why? I don't care. I felt great about it. But it doesn't suddenly take away all the struggles that I've had on this journey. Okay? You will have good days and bad days, just like everything else. But as long as you're aware of the reality of what weight loss surgery life is really like, of what being a bariatric patient is really like, then you are so far ahead of so many people on this journey. If you want more info on weight loss surgery and what life is really like afterwards, go ahead and look up some of the people who are farther out from weight loss surgery. Do a search on YouTube for things like 2-year surgery, 3-year surgery, 4 or 5 years out from weight loss surgery. Watch those people who are years out and see what they're talking about, what they're struggling with, and understand that as much as their lives may not revolve around weight loss surgery anymore, it has dramatically changed them, and not always in a positive way. As long as you can be realistic about what this journey is about, then you can be successful. I hope you guys have found these videos helpful. Thanks, Michelle, for encouraging everybody to make these videos. I'm going to tag everyone who is post-op who is watching this video, whether you are 2 days post-op, 2 years post-op, or 10 years post-op. I would love to see a video from you talking about what you think pre-oppers or people who are considering weight loss surgery really need to know about the reality of life after weight loss surgery. As always, I hope you guys appreciate every step in your journey. I'll be back tomorrow with my weekly update. Love you guys. Bye.